Hello guys, this is Nintendo Gaming Box back at you again. Today I have just a short video I'm gonna be making of a couple ways that you can help avoid slash fix your wobbly slash loose Joy-Cons, because we all know the loose Joy-Con issue. Here, let me get my Joy-Cons. We all know of the loose Joy-Con issue where the little lock right here on the back of the controller, that little gray piece of plastic, that wears down over time. If you're not holding down this button all the way nice and tightly when sliding the controller out of the system right here, plastic on metal, it wears down pretty quickly. Like, I had my Joy-Cons for 6 months and the locks got really worn down, and then I had to send my controllers into Nintendo to fix the Joy-Con drift, and then they were nice enough to replace this entire black plastic rail with the lock. So they did that when I sent in my Joy-Cons to have the Joy-Con drift replaced. But if you just got a Nintendo Switch, or you have had one for a short amount of time, I want to let you know how to keep your little plastic locks safe and undamaged. So if you want to avoid and keep as minimal wear as possible on those little plastic locks there, come on, camera focus. Hold down the button every single time you stick the Joy-Cons in and take them out. I know it won't be as satisfying as listening to this click, but it's better than having the little lock wear down so your controller just shoots off, just pops off without holding the button. Now, my Joy-Cons, luckily, are in perfect condition. They don't come off because the locks aren't damaged, so that's good. So, but here are a couple things you can, let's say you already have the dreaded chipped slash broken Joy-Con lock. Here are a couple things you can do. Well, if your Nintendo Switch is still in warranty, you might be able to get Nintendo to fix it for free. I don't know. I've never sent my Joy-Cons in to have the locks repaired. They just repaired it as a part of replacing the drifting thumbsticks, so I don't know if they would do that. But here are a couple things you can do if your Joy-Cons have a chipped lock and they just slide off. My favorite method is a case. So this is the JetTech. It's like a rubbery plastic. It can bend. And I like to put my Switch in here just because I like the grip bulges they have on the back. Stick the console in. Just like that. You still have access to the kickstand, the vents, the charging ports. You have access to everything. One thing you should know is you cannot dock the Switch in this case. The case is just too thick. You actually can buy some Nintendo Switch cases that are dockable, but they're made of very thin plastic and very easily breakable. So yeah. Okay, on to the next method. Okay, so the case method works great, but let's say you don't want to take the case off every time you dock your Switch. You could get a thinner case, but here's something that's way more, it's less conspicuous. So let's take the console. This is something that will just tighten the Joy-Cons on the console so they won't wobble or slide in and out. They'll still be able to slide in and out, but you'll have to put way more force on them. So what I did was I have a little roll of electric tape, and I cut 2 tiny squares of electric tape. So all you do is you come to the side of the console, and I just put one tiny piece of electric tape on each side. Okay, so after you put the 2 pieces of electric tape, just rub the tape, make sure it's nice and as flat as it can be so it doesn't rub or get peeled off when you slide the Joy-Cons on and off. Okay, so now we're going to stick the controllers back on. It'll be tougher to slide them all the way in, especially once you hit that piece of tape right there. I had to put a lot more force on it. There, okay, so now, see that right there? It's not wobbling. Let's go to the left one. It's not wobbling. And, okay, so like I said, my Joy-Cons do not have the broken lock, but even if you do have the broken lock, you have to put a lot more force onto sliding the controllers out because the tape creates quite a bit of friction. Now, you only really need one piece of tape because of how thick electric tape is compared to regular tape. And I use electric tape because it's black and it's hard. If you're not trying to look for the tape, you're not going to notice it. That's why I like it. So that is the other method. And also, if you want to do overkill, you could do this. Leave the tape on the controllers. Leave the tape on the console, slide the controllers on, and stick it in the case. That would be overkill. You only really need one or the other, but hey, if you're a complete control freak over protecting your Nintendo Switch console like I am, then you can just do both. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any other questions on how to fix any problems you have with your Switch, do not be afraid to ask me. I love answering your questions in the comment sections, and I will see you guys later. Bye.